take a moment. If you're jumping on now, please do share this to your socials, to any spiritual circles that you're a part of, because this is from the source for your growth, for your evolution, light codes to help you evolve, right? Never know what's going to come out of my mouth because I need to be in the now moment, and they don't freaking tell me, right? So I'm just, let me just going to get my YouTube. I'm running off streaming software, so I'm just going to jump onto YouTube and see who's joining us on the YouTube. I can see through my streaming software we've got 5 people watching. So hello, drop in the comments. Oh wow, I just noticed like I can do a chat overlay. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's see. So this has been a cracker of a year already, and probably the most difficult month that I have had. So, and just as I go on live, someone decides to come over and muck with the front door. So Dee, hello Karen. I can see you guys are watching from YouTube. That's awesome, because one of my goals is to, hey Tanya on Facebook. So yeah, one of my goals is to really create this community on YouTube, because finally, when I'm energetically able, I will be doing a lot on YouTube. But then again, a lot on Facebook, in my Facebook group. Like, I really want to serve as many people as possible and just share these light codes. For so long, I've called them wisdom codes, illumination codes. And then this month, they're like, Nadine, it's just light codes. Just call it light codes, because this is of the light, right? They show me these golden seeds, right? So if you know what a monad, that circle with the dot, right? The golden monad, right? The one. Now just give me a moment to gather myself. They're just saying God seed. They're just showing me the words God seed, right? So where's everyone watching? How has everyone been? Like, this new year has been something different. You know, last year, you know, I was working my ass off, healing and putting things together and, you know, building those foundations. This year, I thought, I'm going to be, all right, I'm all ready. All right, it's going to be great. And then all of a sudden, it was more difficult than anything. And I was like, hey, I thought 2023, you guys said 2023 is going to be amazing. But they're saying amazing takes work. So I'm like, thanks. So I can see a Facebook user there saying good morning. So good morning, whoever that is. That's why I like YouTube, because I can see who's commenting and I can give you a name, I give you a shout out. Got 11 people watching. Now, what the hell is coming through in this source stream, guys? Like, so basically, I am here to act as a messenger, connected into God's source creation and the personal Christ. Okay. Now, from where I speak, all of you guys have a part of you that resides in that frequency. And the part of you within that frequency, your God self, your Christ avatar, wants you to connect. Okay. Now, this has been what has been guiding you your whole life, right? Oh, it's mum. Of course, I should have known. Yes. So, and we've got to set you up on a YouTube, don't we? Yes. So, oh, hey, Ange. How are you, beautiful? Yeah. So this part of you wants to connect with you. Okay. Now, we have people all around the world who talk about God, right? And we have all these different gods that people worship. But you are a God too. Okay. Now, those gods that we worship, right? are beings that, have some water. They have worked to earn that status, okay? They have worked their little asses off, right? These ascended masters, they have done so much inner work you would not even know. They have come back time and time and time and again, right? And who knows, those ascended masters, you could be one of those, you know, famous ascended masters. Who knows? You are the only one that can know by doing that inner work to learn who you are. Now, on this path, I've learnt of masters that I have been, that I have came back and, but I don't attach to that, because what the All One, what God Source Creation says, the most important is who you are right now in this moment, in this incarnation. That is where you hold the most power, not attaching to things that you were, not attaching to the past, not attaching to future aspects of yourself, anchoring down in the now moment, being present. They love to say being present is the one true present. Like being, they're saying presence is like, and they're showing me a gift, right? Is that present, right? Being present is present. Now, I'm just live, darling. Yeah, so it's school holidays still here. So yes. Oh, hello, Cecilia. Hello. All right. So being present is the one true present. Okay. And that means focusing and being in the now. So that's one of the main reasons why I don't get like a little list of what I'm going to be talking about in these lives. Okay. As much as I don't like it, all the information that I have access to is very overwhelming. And that's what they say, Nadine, you need to just shut up, stop worrying, stop asking us what you're going to be talking about, stop trying to get little sneak peeks, because you get on, you're in the now moment and you share the message as it comes. Okay. Can you get her outside, please, Dad? Sorry, I've got a dog running around mucking with my energy field. So very distracting. So I just have to show up and be in the now. And that's a very important, precious lesson for each and every one of you. And the amount of times that the personal Christ has told me to freaking just be, all right? They're just like, Nadine, just be, okay? You just let go, surrender, relax, okay? There is some very important things happening internally that needs to be done, right? You are literally updating, right, like a phone would, right, with new information, right? They're just saying rewrite, like, and the DNA is being yeah, they're doing a rewrite, right? They're doing a rewrite, they're saying. So there's times, and you guys let me know. Hey, Heather, let me know if you guys can relate. Especially those beings that are on the healing journey, okay, that are doing inner work. You'll have times where it's just very heavy. I think that dog running around and all that sort of stuff just interfered with my energy. I'm not sure. It's weird. Maybe I just need water. They're just saying rewrite. So you guys that are doing the healing, that are doing the inner work, doesn't matter what sort, kudos to you. That is freaking awesome. That is amazing. That is the one thing that needs to be done if you are to be as open as possible for what is happening in the ascension of planet Earth. They're just saying, and it ripples out to, you know, in the time-space universe. Because it isn't just this planet, it's the whole freaking cosmos. It's the universe, because you are a universe in yourself, right? So anyway, the fact that you are doing the inner work is amazing. There's so many old world ways out there, and it doesn't matter. Like the fact that you are doing what you're doing, you've been led to do it because your God self, your Christ avatar, whatever the hell you want to call it, the part of you that dwells in the divine, it is orchestrating everything. It's by you healing, by you doing what you feel guided to do, right? By following that resonance, right? You are walking this path and coming closer to your truth. You are healing, releasing frequencies that need to go, right? That are in your field, that are within your vessel, cutting you off. You're clearing those. You're releasing those blocks, right? So you can hold light, okay? So they always make me use that word chosen one, right? And it still triggers me a little bit. But there's a reason why it's called the chosen one, right? Because we all chose to come here for a mission, and we all have a different role to play, right? I thought I asked you to get the dog out. Can you put her outside, please? It's really disrupting things. Sorry, guys. School holidays. So healing is key. Jesus was a healer, and Jesus is code, is a clue, right? Jesus isn't the be all and end all. He came here, he played a role. Other ascended masters came here, they played a role. All of us working together as one for one big reason, one big mission. You chose to come here and play a role. What that role is, it's up to you, because you must choose to. That's it. They're saying that, but you must choose. So they're giving me little word runarounds right now. So chosen ones are the ones that chose to come here. Everyone chose to come here and play a role, right? And the path you take is up to you, right? It's up to you to look. There's two types of people here. There's the people who are absolutely closed off, who are on the hamster wheel, who are just accepting this reality and just go with that, right? All right. And I'm sure there's many awakened ones who really, that does people's heads in, right? Because we see the corruption, we see the deception, we see the darkness, and we don't understand how beings can just accept that or just not see that, or you know what I mean? And then we have the other type of person who has maybe had an awakening. They question, they seek, they constantly, they're just saying the word knowledge, right? They seek to know. Okay, they seek. All right, they're going to make me say it again. They seek to know, right? So we have the beings who just accept and put up and don't do anything. They just carry on with their 3D lives. Okay, but then we have the people who seek to know. They're highlighting the word know, K-N-O-W, right? Seekers. But the only thing that you should seek to know is the truth of your own self, right? That is the one and the ultimate truth of existence here, is knowing yourself, knowing who you truly are, right? It's the ultimate. That's what they're saying. It's the ultimate. And that is the ultimate gift, is knowing who you truly are, right? So right now we have the two worlds, the two type of people, right, existing on this planet right now at once, right? We are our own creators. We create this reality. So we really need to even the scales, because right now the whole of the world is creating based on the external reality and the darkness. They're creating based in separation, fixed in separation, right? Because everyone is doing the ultimate best that they can with what they have, right? But again, they're bringing up the word healing, right? It's so important to heal. Like healing, again, Jesus that Jesus is saying. You know, I was a healer, wasn't I? Right? We have all these people fixed in religion, indoctrinated, programmed, trapped in matrix traps, imprisoned by their beliefs, right? Who have their blinders on, and they would not see the light of Christ if they tripped over it, right? Because they're not looking for that, because they've been programmed to look the other way. They've been programmed to turn the other cheek, they're saying. Where are you guys going with this? No, they're just saying heal. They're just saying heal. So we're going back to those beings right now. So I want a show of hands for those who are watching, for those that are on the replay. Are you guys healing? What are you guys doing, right? Because I'm here to share a new way, okay? The way to Christ, to embody Christ, to be one with your God self, to step into your creator status and begin creating from light rather than creating from dark, right? See, this whole spiral thing that they do, they love it, right? And it does my head in sometimes, but we eventually get there. I love that. So we've got someone just doing lots of healing. And I love that, because that's what it takes. The old world way, there's certain pockets and different healing modalities. That's great that you're doing the healing, because you're opening yourself up that little bit more, but you really need to be constantly healing, right? To keep those channels open, right? Because what happens in older healing modalities, in the old world healing modalities that were created based in separation, no matter the healing modality, right? There's holes. They're saying holes. There's holes. I'm just saying black holes. Okay. So there's holes because there's so many things that need to be healed, and the healing needs to be constant. Because what happens, all right? So it's going to be interesting if there's any old world, like people that are doing certain healing modalities, and I really want to know what they are, because I can put them on my list and try and help open them up and get some light into them, right? Because we need to, and I need to flush the deception out of everything, right, on this planet, focused in on this planet right now. So that means healing modalities, certain practices, certain religions, certain languages, everything, right? Clearing out, right? Clearing out the deception, clearing out the darkness, right? So we can anchor more light. Because, okay, so here's a story. I don't know, they're saying that it's like a story. So imagine, right? Imagine this, okay? So we have these gods, all right? We have these people. All right, so what are you saying, right? What they're showing me is the God world, right? A realm of pure light, right? Of just light beings, right? Gods. All right, and for this part of the story, Earth is ascending. So what needs to happen is these pure infinite light beings, right, from these God worlds need to incarnate in a human vessel, right, to do the work that they have to do. Okay, so they're like, all right, sweet, let's do it. And we have beings from all different dimensions doing that as well, right? So, but it starts up here in these God worlds, right, all the right way through. Contracts, the same contracts, contracted to come to Earth, right, and do a job. Now, for most of our lives, right, these gods, these masters, right, these these beings from the stars, these seeds from the stars, right, don't know who the hell they are. They incarnate into these vessels, and instantly all this past life shit, all this shit from their ancestors, all this collective stuff, right? And they're these little beings, these little babies, right? And they're conditioned. It's like, no, that's not socially acceptable. No, stop imagining. All right, get to work. All right, get to, they're put into these schools, they're indoctrinated, churches, whatever, and they're told to act a certain way. And no, it doesn't say that in the book, so you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. Toxic families, all these negative things happening to them, right? Like they're growing up and they're being conditioned and forced into a box, right? These gods, right? These masters, right? They've incarnated. They don't remember who they are. They are forced to act a certain way. They're pushed, they're stuffed into this box, and their imagination has been stripped from them. Well, tried to, right? They're just saying imagination, no? Image. They're saying image. Image? The word image. Okay, hang on. Let me have some water. Oh, right. The image of God has been totally distorted, right? And they're being like, they're showing me putty, right? They're showing me putty, like building like this. It's, when you're like building a gnome or something, right? Like, so, and they're just saying the darkness is molding them, right, into a certain way, right? But buried deep within is that seed of God and the truth of what they really are and who they are, why they've come here, all that sort of stuff. So let's go back to the story that they're saying. And it's like, so these infinite light beings have incarnated to the earth, and they've been weighed down with all the denseness, this matter. They've just been weighed down. They're just saying weighed down. Like, they're showing me a white feather that's like floating, like symbolizing that divine. And they're just showing me putty that's like the feather's fallen, and it's just like putty, 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 putty. This denseness, this heaviness, right? So there's no free flow. There's no, they're very symbolic, right? So you are a divine, infinite freaking being, okay? You have incarnated from higher realms to be able to come here and do a job, okay? So these beings that incarnated, there's a lot of work that needs to be done so they can release all that crap, right? And it's not just one way. Why is this eye going funny? I think it did this last month, didn't it? That whole feminine, right? And just seeing things through the lens of creation, right? Balancing, freeing ourselves from all the cords, the ties, the tethers, releasing those beliefs, those programs. Just, yeah, it's just like they're showing me like this like fat little gnome, right? Golem or something. Gnome, like anyway, this putty monster, like this big, and they're just showing me like it being pulled off, like all this clay is being pulled off, and underneath is this light body, right? Now, this is coming from God's source creation. This is coming from you, okay? So being open to the wisdom, the light codes being shared is very important. Even if you don't, it doesn't strike a chord right now, just know that there is a lot of putty that's blocking you what do they say? They're just showing me this putty thing, like this very dense, heavy, solid, like it's kind of like this armor of truth. Like they're sort of saying that this they're showing me the word armor for some reason. Because okay, so the ascension of Earth is something completely new. Okay, so it's something that we have not any, it's like we have the old world of duality and the new world of unity. Okay, so we have been born into this reality and we have been taught to act, to exist, to function in a certain way. Okay, so the new Earth of unity is a completely different concept. It's a completely different instruction set. It's a completely different way to function. Okay, so when I share these light codes from God, source, creation, from the part of you that dwells in the divine, just take it as it comes. Okay, because this is to serve humanity, and this is to really support those beings who that I'm just seeing resonate, right? So this is the hardest freaking thing ever, right? Hang on, let me. Okay. Oh, Dee's like, that's funny. You were clearing holes all day yesterday. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, whoops. So the other. Oh my God, Nadine. How do I hide it? Right. Yeah. The other day, I had to connect to the absolute code and the avatar or the Christ, body of Christ code, and clear portals for freaking everything. And what they were saying is like, there's just this portal, like it was crazy. So, and portals are like these holes, aren't they? Doorways, right? So I wonder if you're picking up on that, which is very interesting, because like portal hole, same kind of thing, really. I would, but different. Everything, words hold completely different. Letters have a specific frequency, they tell a specific story, and paired with other letters, they can either strengthen or weaken or change the whole direction and meaning of that word. So one of the things I saw the other day was a meme, and it was like being dyslexic and writing Satan instead of Santa, right? And you see Satan on a sleigh. And those two words hold the exact same frequency. They're just, the letters are just switched around, right? And yeah, so the truth is within that word of you know, and these, again, these beliefs, these deceptions are right there in our face sometimes, right? But at the end of the day, we need to just release all fear, because it's what's blocking everyone, right? Just this morning when I was doing my hair, I was watching something on Dr. Phil, and I had a lesson come through in relation to fear and what holds people and stops them. What limits them is fear, right? So we had a domestic abuse couple, right? And she was in hell, right? She was in literal hell. And but she she couldn't get away because she was in fear, right? And that's basically what the personal Christ was saying. Humanity are in that, is the word perpetual, does that make sense? They're telling me to say perpetual state of fear, right? They're in this realm of separation, and based on their beliefs, they've been programmed a certain way. And these beliefs contain them, keep them in a mental prison, because what if they believed something else, right? Now that brings me to a Facebook post where I posted something. Oh, Jesus on the cross, right? And it was like Jesus saying, like, what part of my story makes you think that I would like crosses, right? Because he got nailed to a cross. And apparently, according to that story, that's how he died, right? According to a specific story, that's how he died, right? And so why would he like crosses, right? Why? And then we had someone who was fixed in a religious program, whatever it may be. And one of the things that she commented something, and then I commented something back. And she's like, why would you even question that story, right? And that just was like, it was like, that is the difference between the true chosen and those who are indoctrinated and blinded and kept in those mental prisons. Like the people who refuse to believe it or see from a different perspective or angle, by following a book, a very old, out-of-date book, an old book that's written in deception. You guys are going to go there seriously. Yeah, so it's like the beings that are going to lead the way to New Earth, the beings who they question shit, right? They question, like, that's just what we do, right? And but these seekers that question, right, they can be in any matrix program, right? You know, born into it and just programmed, and they don't know any other way. But their truth and their essence and the way they sort of, they do seek for, like, they do like to know, like they do seek, they do dabble, they do like to know other points of view. Like, so it doesn't matter who you are, what matrix program you're trapped in, the beliefs that you hold. The main one thing to ascend, to be one, to embody Christ, to become your own savior, to connect with your God self and become a creator of light, means being open and asking questions. All right. And it means seeking, right? Seeking knowledge, because the knowledge that will set you free is all around the place. It's in all different matrix programs, different religions, different spiritual practices, different this, different that, because we are all one. Okay. And you are going to be led by your heart, by your core, right? They're saying soul, by your soul, right? To where you need to be right now in that moment to receive, to get the lessons that you need, right? So got a bit of motion downstairs. So there's no judgment to anyone or any, like even the people who, yeah, so the people that, it always used to, and I'm not bashing religious people at all, right? Because you guys have been victimized, and yeah, it's just the way that it is. But this is a story of us all coming together, no matter who you are, right? This is a story of beings understanding So they're saying that the physical realm and the realm of consciousness, okay, two very different things. This is a story about us learning how to trust, but also how to use our discernment. This is a story about us mastering ourselves and knowing ourselves, knowing the truth of who we really are. This is a story of creation and finding out where you fit as a creator and how to harness that force, okay? This is a story about those beings who are victimized turning around and learning how to be a victor, right? How to be victorious, using all those things that once victimized them, healing on it, and using that to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. That's what this story is all about. And beings who open their minds and do the inner work, those beings that open their minds and learn how to be self-aware, using their inner and the, okay, darling, and using the inner and the outer world to guide them, right? The inner and the outer world, right? To navigate. They're just saying above and below and inner and outer, and they're just showing me the arrows on a remote control, like a computer, like a PlayStation remote. This is about, because there's so many different things, right, that are keeping us off course, right? There's so many things that are keeping beings off course to the truth of who they are, right? So one thing that I do is I give people access to a portal of healing, right? So they can start to heal the new way, to be open to anchor light, so they can learn the truth of who they are, okay? And this isn't learning the truth of who you are is a freaking difficult journey, right? And it all comes down to being self-aware, using your symptoms to shine, and mastering yourself at the end of the day, right? And you will never truly know yourself until you are one with God's source creation, right? And you are the embodiment of Christ, okay? Because at every different level, there's a new you. There's a deeper, more amazing you, okay? Right now we have beings who are fixed into the 3D, fixed into the realm of separation. They're locked into the anti-kryst program. They are worshipping falseness, no matter, because they're worshipping something outside themselves, right? You know, and it's so funny because we have so many people indoctrinated, trapped in these religious programs where they're worshipping God, but they're worshipping the Dark Lord. They're worshipping this Santa, right? This mythical freaking, that's Satan, right? And that's harsh, but this is coming from God's source creation. This is coming from the part of you that dwells in the divine. And this is a hard truth. It's a triggering truth. It is a fucking, and then we have this like humor, right? This humor that comes through from creation, right? So if you want to think about creation and creators, we are all, right? And we are all, sorry, I was just thinking like, hang on, weren't we talking about something else before? But they'll bring it in. What time is it? All right, we've got 20 minutes for you guys to freaking bring this story. Okay. As long as we're worshipping outside ourselves, we're worshipping a black hole, right? Your love, that's what I know, they're just saying your love, right? And then they're saying light. Okay, your love is light. Yeah, they're saying your love is light, okay? Your love is light, right? And no matter what you are doing or fixed in right now, even Hollywood superstars, singers, whatever, not just the God of the Bible, not just, you know, a certain ascended master, Jesus, whatever. Your love is light. And as long as you are worshipping outside yourself, as long as you are worshipping a deity or a deity or whatever the hell you call it, right? As long as you're worshipping that, right, that light is being taken and it's fueling the realm of separation, right? And it's giving the darkness strength with your light because you're worshipping. You're giving that away. You're consenting, right, to having your light siphoned, harvested, right? You know, there's it doesn't matter what program you're in, all right? We've got the beings that the really high frequency information in relation to the emerald tablets and stuff like that. If you are dedicating and worshipping and your love is light, you're feeding that into a system, okay? You need to be feeding that love, that light into here so you can ascend, so you can anchor light, so you can connect deeper with your truth. They're saying this is a story of overcoming all obstacles and being open enough to know who you are and how to operate so you can use that creator force, that divine force that creates, turning it in on yourself, right? And using that force, that power, that energy to freaking fly off into the divine, right? To rocket off, right? To work to be in resonance with 144,000, okay? There is no one on this planet right now, bar a few, right, that have these codes, these instruction sets that are in resonance with 144,000. So we have a lot of people out there that's saying they're one of the 144,000, but they're not in the resonance of the 144,000. So they're not technically one of the 144,000. They can choose to move and connect and learn and grow and be in that frequency, right? But it's something that happens when you have walked this path of ascension. You know, so it's the deception in a book that they've read and the beliefs that have kept them. But that's not to say that's it. They're like, you might be one of the 144,000s, and you're tapping into that information from the field, from your future self, where it's like, yeah, I am 144,000, but you as 144,000, you need to get there. Okay, that's what the ascension is, and you need to be on this ascension, embody Sophia and Christos, right, to move through that portal, that Vesica Pisces, to move from beyond separation into wholeness, to truly be one, right? To be that in the moment, right? So I've done that. I am one. And there's other beings that are doing this journey too, right? And that's what I'm here to share with you guys, right? I'm a gateway, I'm a portal for that. I've walked the path. I've had some very, very, very difficult lessons to learn that. But I share the way for others, right? The others that are open, the others that are seeking, to the others that want to know themselves, right? Those that want to balance their divine masculine and their divine feminine, right? To unify, to tap into. They're just saying that they're saying creator and light force. They're saying creator, light force. Tap into their creator light force. Okay. Tanya, that's all right. You can watch the replay later. And we have our member. Are you going to be joining us for our membership live stream at 11:11? I'm sure. Kick him out the door. Be like, all right, get out of here. All right. Because it's going to be a cracker. I don't know what's going to come out, but it's going to be a freaking cracker because of the work that I've had to do this month. Good. Good. So It's very difficult to speak the truth when all there is deception, right? And what I want you to do, all of you watching live, watching the replay, is really just take the time just to unify, like to bring those points together, right? The feminine, the masculine, right? Bring that together and just take a moment, okay? Why? They're like, take a moment. All right, so let's, okay, all right. Just tell them to shut up. Okay, so let's just take a moment, all right now, in the now. It doesn't matter if you're watching the live, if you're watching the replay. I want you to connect with me right now. Connect with the one right now, because you are the one. Oh, we're going to do a bit of healing, are we? Are we? Okay, do this, guys. All right, that's how you connect right now. Be in the moment. Just free your mind and just be like, all right, whatever, I'm open. What the hell is she doing? Okay. They're just saying open mind. So just think in your mind, open mind, because we are mind, right? We are the one eternal mind, right? That is the truth of what, you know, that God source, the source really is. It's consciousness. It's mind. We connect our minds to that consciousness. Wow. So just relax into this and just say open. And just feel the feeling of oneness. That's beautiful. I can just see this net, like they're showing me the earth, and they're showing me this, like our heart centers lighting up, right? And it's like a pink color. It's beautiful. I've never seen it like that before. Wow. And I'm just getting that's the Father coming through, right? The Father, right? So we've got the Mother, the Father, the Christ. The way that the Father shows is that beautiful pink, that higher heart color, right? And the Mother is that very aqua blue, you know, color. And the Christ is, of course, gold. And I've never seen the Father in action, actually. It's quite beautiful. Because we are all of these, right? When you are fully the embodiment of Christ, you become the Father, the Mother, the Christ, right? And then they're just showing me that mind, right? The mind, the conscious, the unconscious, the subconscious. It's all of those things folded in on each other, right? But there's a path, there's a way to do this. This is the true ascension to embody Christ. Like, that's what I'm here to share with you guys, okay? This is coming from the part of me that is you, the part of you that is me. This is the part of where we all, you know what I mean? So this is just that whole, you know, that motherly love, like that's where this stems from. As a mother, I know that I just want the best for my children, okay? And I don't care if they're little shits sometimes. I love them no matter what. This whole unconditional love. Wow. And that's why I'm sharing my truth, okay? That's why I'm sharing this. It's to find those beings who are meant for this, those beings who are open enough to receive. I'm very, very excited because I've never actually done a healing session online. So right now you guys are getting healing. This is really freaking cool. And it's entirely divinely led, because when I have like to do this ascension, I need to help others ascend. Okay. This isn't about one person on a pedestal. This is about beings doing it all together as one. So you guys watching, all humanity, it's like this body, right? A cosmic body. So just imagine, it's like the universe. They're just showing me the golden monad, right? The golden God seed, right? This is the Christ, the all one, where everyone resides, okay? They're saying God's children, right? Where we are all one, right? Okay. So we need to do this together, okay? And we need to stop resisting, and we need to stop letting our beliefs control us. We need to stop being a puppet for the darkness and giving our love, our light to a system, okay? Because it doesn't matter what idol, what icon, what God you are worshipping, you are feeding a system. So we think, if you guys just right now just think of all those systems, those things that you give your love and light to right now, so we can heal on them right now as one, us all working together, right? Because we are all aspects of the one, and we each hold very powerful keys. That's why it doesn't matter if you're trapped in a religious program, if you're trapped in a spiritual program, if you follow just one healing method or just one way, it doesn't matter. You are all a different perspective, a different aspect of the one, right? So we use our minds, our inner tuition, right, to guide this force. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So this has turned into a healing session right now. Anyway, okay, so let's just close this out now. Drink some water. Drink some water, guys. Okay. Just pay attention to anything. Like, just be aware, okay? So this actually turned into a healing session. If you were connecting and working as one right then and there, right? Pay attention to, just be very self-aware, okay? And pay attention to things that are coming up, right? If you want to continue this healing and plug into a platform where you will be healing, you can heal like that whenever you want, wherever you want, okay? And access this energy and my frequency, and just join a collective, the New Earth Collective, and enter this doorway, right, into something amazing. Join the membership. We will be going live at 11:11 today. So, and there's 11 people watching here on the streaming software, which is funny. So it's 10:35 here. I go by Sydney time. Yeah, so not long at all. So within the hour, I will be going live. That was really exciting. See, one of the main things that I just want to do is serve, okay? I just really want to serve. And for the last 4 years, I've been in this hermit mode, and I've been having to receive and put together this program in order for, oh, my ears, oh, to ascend. Like receiving these codes, receiving the actual program that was actually written within, right? Okay, so what's this? Okay, so you are a creator, okay? And you might need to watch this again later, especially after you've had this healing, because that's when you're going to be more open, because part of my mission here, oh God, my ears like, part of my mission here is to awaken beings to their truth, okay? Because right now humanity and there's many beings right now that have had their awakenings, their activations and whatnot, okay? Maybe many, many years ago. I had mine in 2006 and Jesus came and he's like, yo, this is going to happen, told me all this stuff. I was connected with God source creation. Oh my God. And I was told all this stuff and it all happened, like down to the very date of my grandmother's death, right? So many things that couldn't be like, I couldn't just write that off as, oh, it's a coincidence. Things happened, like a big long list of things happened. I was told many things that all happened, right? So that was in 2006. And it was like a tap, it went on and then it went off. So I had this massive download of all this stuff that was happening and it was just crazy, right? I had my awakening and it was just crazy. No one understood what I was going through. I didn't even understand. I didn't have Facebook. I didn't have the internet. I didn't have any knowledge about anything like that, right? And it was just like amazing. It was the most amazing, one of the most amazing things of my life, right? And everyone thought I was freaking nuts, crazy. I was highly medicated and locked up, right? And but then everything that was told to me happened and unfolded, right? From between then and now, right? And many things I was told were for my lessons in my ascension, you know, in this 4-year pocket, right? So this is it. They're just saying awakening. So our awakenings and our activations, they've all happened very different, unique ways and all unique to us, okay? But there's so many different levels to awakening. And right now, humanity are awake, but they're in the dark. They're awake, but they're tied to an old system. They're awake. That's it. They're just saying they're awake, but they're feeding a system. That's really, really cool. They're awake, but they're feeding a system. So we have all these freedom fighters and these beings who are like, oh, the Matrix movie is true and this and that and do. And they're feeding their love, their light to that system of beliefs that the Matrix movie is actually true. You know, they're feeding it doesn't matter what system. If you're feeding your mind, if you are connecting, like it's still connecting to the dark, like you are a divine infinite being, you are awake in the dark. And as long as you are fixated and connected to anything in that external world and the deception, like you are seeing the deception, okay? It has been very scary for many people, a very scary few years, okay? Because fixed in the looking out at the external world, right? There's so much deception. There's so much stuff that just doesn't make sense. It's nonsense, right? It's just like, how can't people see this? Like the corruption, the darkness, the deceit, it just runs so deep. What can I do? You know, you're feeling so helpless because you try to share that truth that you feel you need to share, and you're trying to like awaken others. Oh, I've got to go, but you're trying to awaken others and it's just not working, and they're not so it's like the external world, like every being on this planet has a role to play, okay? And as long as you're fixated on the external, you're feeding that system. So you're feeding your love light to darkness, okay? So you're losing your creator force because you are operating the wrong way. You're focusing on the external. So what we need to do is we need to share this truth with those beings, with anyone who will listen, to share the truth, share the light codes, so they can start to, okay, all right, so where am I focusing? Where am I leaking love light? Where am I leaking my creator force? How can I do this better, right? Now, I can't teach you guys how to do, well, I can share this information and give you the knowledge where you're losing out, right? But I can't teach you how to take back your creative force by healing if you're not in my membership, okay? So in my membership, I want to teach you guys, I want to give you guys access to the frequency so you can heal constantly on autopilot as long as you are in that, right? Membership. So you can be open, okay? And anchor that divine light and start to operate the new earth way, okay? The new earth way. They're just saying the new earth way. Yeshua, it's just like Yeshua. It's like, just say yes, right? Just say yes. Say yes to yourself. Invest in yourself, right? Take the power back. They're just saying, take your fucking power back, right? Understand how you need to operate in order to use all this light for your ascension. Because fixed into the old world realm of separation, duality, you're losing out, okay? You need to heal. You need to heal the new way, right? Using everything that you are, all the experience that you have had in this lifetime to discover like your place and your role and your truth. Access, start a very, very exciting journey, okay? Now, this new earth isn't a place of non-suffering, because we use our symptoms and we use our suffering in order to ascend. That's what they're there for, okay? But in the old world, you're still suffering. You're still friggin' having symptom. You're totally out of control, and you're on this anti-kryst program, this frequency, the descending matrix, right? So you're connected to this. I just see down the drain hole, right? So it's not going to get better. It's just going to get worse, right? So we want to use that suffering. We want to use the symptoms. We want to use the anxiety, the depression. We want to use the pains in our knees. We want to use the pain back here. We want to use our freaking toxic limiting beliefs in order to ascend, right? We want to free ourselves from that. And by healing the new way, you get to create this record that is going to set you free. And the collective, right? Because you are an aspect of the one. You are God's source creation, okay? And you incarnated on this planet in order to do a job. But how can you do the job when you're weighed down, right? You need to free yourself. You need to heal. This is the second coming of Christ. Second, third, fourth, fifth. This is where all beings get the ability to embody Christ. But there's a way, there's a path. And it takes you being open. It takes you investing in yourself. Okay, how can I invest in you if you won't do that for yourself, right? It's a two-way street, right? And that's how we bring those into that unity. Let me have some water. So right now is the most just exciting time right now. It's us learning who we truly are, how to jump through these freaking timelines and be on our highest possible timeline, and healing on autopilot, right? Heal. Like, that's what beings get to do when they join my membership. And right now, that's the only way that I'm able to serve and doing these free lives. But it was so exciting when I got to do that healing, I must say. So if you're watching the replay, if you're watching, like, make sure you watch the part where we do the healing, because there is no such thing as linear time. Everything's happening all at once. So it doesn't matter if you're watching the replay or if you sat here in the live. Like, you can use that time that where that portal was open through the Father. I say Father because it was pink. So it was, I don't know. I see. They're like, I'm like, what do you see? This is what we need to do. That is something that's come through. That's something completely new that I've seen. That is through the Father. That is through the higher heart, right? And that's something completely new that I haven't seen before. So what I'm going to do is I question things, right? Because I want to know. And that's what we need to do if we want to grow, if we want to evolve. We need to be self-aware. We need to question. We need to seek. We need to go where our heart takes us. Okay? And there's no judgment. It doesn't matter where your heart takes you, right? Because if your heart is taking you somewhere, that means that there's something that needs to be seen. There's some lessons for you in that, right? And the fact that you go with your heart means you're not going to be there forever. You'll go on to the next one and the next one, right? So as long as you're open and you follow your heart, and you use that to learn and grow and evolve, right? I've been taken everywhere on this journey. Like, it's just freaking nuts. And they've done that to show that there's so many different ways that need to be worked on to actually move into this new earth and unify, to be in resonance with that frequency. So they're saying we are the 144,000, right? That's what this membership is, beings connecting in with that frequency. Okay, it's a frequency, right? And it's a frequency that you need to be in resonance with in order to, because this is all about harmonics, right? Okay, this is all based on harmonics and geometry and mathematics. This is how conscious, this is just consciousness. This is Christ consciousness. Okay, so being open, because how can you receive if you're not open? Okay, just being open. Okay, just accepting that you don't know everything. Same as me, like I don't know everything. So I'm just gonna like. All right, so where are we? Yeah, so Leslie's left some comments too, but I'm not going to read them all. But yeah, definitely, we need to release. Basically, we need to release, okay? And we need to be open to do that. We need to be healing, right? Healing the new way. And that's it. There's a lot of people who go, so the only way you can help is by sharing this membership. But this is this membership is you connecting to my energy, and you need to invest in yourself, right? So I can invest in you. Okay, so I can't invest in everyone, because what's that doing? That's me going into that external, serving those beings that are locked into separation. Like it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And this is it. Cosmic laws. One of the number one laws of one is energy exchange. Look at that infinity. Giving and receiving, right? An equal energy exchange, right? The healing you get in 2 seconds is worth a freaking $15,000 healing package, right? In the membership, right? That's the thing. Like, so $22 right now is a freaking bargain, okay? And you'll be healing through Christ and being in resonance with that 144, and you will begin to wipe, release, clear those programs that have been bogging you down, okay? Heal through Christ. Join the membership. Don't know what else to say, okay? So the beings that are willing to take the leap of faith are the beings who are going to begin healing, right? It's just that simple. And I have been tested so many times on this journey. It is not funny. Like, tested and had some really horrible things happen to me. And it's all been for me to really exercise that trust in the divine, right? And it's very difficult, because in this realm of deception, like how, it's like, well, they're saying, let the knowledge that I share help you, guide you, right? I must advise, go to that part where we're connecting and heal, right? Go on to that part of the video and heal. Okay, like think of, all right, so what blockers are coming up? Like why you are resistant to joining a membership to heal, like on autopilot 24/7 and join this journey and work as one. Like go to this part of the free video and connect, right? And use that part, right? Share this video. I know it's out there. I know it's freaking out there. But this is because we've been born into this realm of separation and we haven't been taught the truth. Like the truth has been heavily suppressed, right? And there's a lot of truth that's coming through right now that has never, it probably was like in Lemurian, Atlantean times, whatever, but it's a different frequency, right? But it's like, okay, so this frequency is from the one, right? This is from God, source, creation. This is from the mother, the father, the Christ. This is from the core of creation, okay? And so this knowledge, and this is coming through a vessel, Nadine, right? So it's got little Nadine's twist on things, right? So yeah, so just bear with me, guys. Really take advantage of that healing space, right? And release those blocks, because I don't know, it's just like I really want to know more about that healing portion and how that works and everything like that. But look, I want to see some of you guys in the membership, and we're going live very soon. And I don't know what's going to come through, because just unlocked a whole new level of stuff right then. So I don't know if every month I'm going to be doing these healing things, but I do know that for me to continue my journey in ascension and do what I came here to do, I need to illuminate others, right? And all around the world, there's beings who don't have access. Right now I don't have $22 a month to spare, right? Because I've been dedicating everything to this mission, right? They're saying that I've needed to be humbled too. Like I need right now in this part of the journey, I've had everything that I need, and I'm grateful for that, right? So I understand there's beings that don't have access to money, but I still want to be able to serve, okay? But what we have here is where I'm opening a portal through time, space to assist, right? And so I really want you guys sharing this video, especially in spiritual communities, any way that you feel drawn to, okay? Because we need to heal on a massive level, okay? Because there's only so much that I can do healing wise, okay, for the collective, because I'm just one aspect of the one. You're another aspect of the one, and you have a whole new realm of experience, and in a certain, like we all have different roles, we all have different experiences, we all have different ways that we suffer, ways that we interpret things, and all different perspectives, right? So please share this live, okay? That's it, because at the end of the day, we are all one. You're watching this, we're all one. Like, it's a very hard lesson to comprehend, and I've had 4 years of this, and it's been very difficult for me to understand it, but that's it. What we do affects the collective, because we are a part of this collective, right? We're a part of other collectives, past collectives, ancestral, all that sort of stuff, right? So we need to really open up the channels to receive, and we need to hit the globe, right? We need to get that Father frequency. It was the Father this time, and I'm going to ask questions on that, but it was that pink, that higher heart. So maybe not the Father, maybe is that the higher heart? Like, what was I activating? People's higher hearts? I don't know. But see, I have this these seeds, these God seeds, and I need to activate beings, right? I need to activate them to the very core so they can awaken to their truth, right? So however that, I'm not even like, I have so many questions right now. I'm whatever, but part of being on this ascension path and part of having this specific mission that I've had to have, it means I have to just learn by being in the now, right? And then these things happen, and then I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I get off here and I question, and I use my awareness and I use my inner tuition, right, to be able to understand and put the pieces together, because that's what evolution is. Okay, this is how we evolve. Okay, this isn't being fixed into religion and saying, I'm one of the 144,000, I'm one of the chosen ones, but I'm not going to do any work. I'm just going to wait for something out there to happen. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Okay, so you need to take personal responsibility and do the inner work. You need to be the ripple. Okay, and when you do this, you are going to shift reality. You're going to jump timelines. Okay, you are going to transform your life, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you transform. Okay, I'm here to help you transform. Right, I'm here to connect you to you so you can begin this path of self-transformation, right? So you can transcend this reality in which you see, so you can tap into your creative force and use that to create something meaningful, something magical, right? So love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me in this live session. I'm super excited, and I get to go and see my members very soon, 20 minutes. So you guys can join my membership and come and join the live stream. The link will be somewhere to join the Patreon. And I don't know. I'm just so excited, guys. And I have so many questions. But again, share this, because we need to get this healing out. Okay? We need to get this healing out to others. We need to get this information out, as crazy as it seems. Okay? But remember, this is from the core of creation. This isn't from old ways, old teachings. This is completely new. Right? And this is what the ascension of Earth is all about. Yes, the ascension is happening no matter what, but we are gods who are directing this energy, right? This is what is needed. You need to awaken to your God self. You need to begin to do the healing the new way in order to remember who you are. Okay? Gods incarnate on this planet need to awaken to their truth. Okay? And when they do that, they walk this path, right? And they begin to put this puzzle together for themselves. Okay, this is all about knowing yourself. And you're a god. Even if that sounds just crazy, far out, just crazy, you are. All right, so just freaking accept it. You're a god, okay? And the mental prison that you're in right now, all those limiting beliefs, all those things that you tell yourself, all those, they're not you. They're not you, okay? They're not you. And yeah. Have you guys just closed the door now? Is it over? All right, we're done. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm not getting anything. Okay, so we're finishing on that note that you are a divine infinite being, okay? And yeah, and just on a personal note, I've really enjoyed this life, okay? And it really makes me hopeful, because all I've wanted to do is serve. And I understand there's beings that don't have access to money, right? But the fact that I could get on here and do a healing session, well, do a quick healing, just open that portal through time, space, and connect with you guys to be able to share this light with you, it was very freaking exciting. So I'm very excited. So, all right. Mwah, mwah. Love you guys. No worries, Lee. Ange, D, Tanya. Mwah. Bye, guys.